Good morning. So, what I would like to do, somebody asked me to keep sharing these tools and tips on how to integrate Ascension energy, whatever you want to call it, the influx of high energy that many of us are feeling, whether you are doing a lot of work on yourself to release, whether you are just finding yourself with so much more energy than your body knows what to do with, whether that's because you've been doing a lot of work, whether that's because of solar storms and flares, whatever the reason is for it, there are many ways. So one thing that somebody mentioned, a few people actually mentioned, was the experience of vertigo. And so this is a really fun technique. Vertigo is no fun. I've experienced it once, but for vertigo, this is the best tool I know, especially if it is an ongoing situation. And you might laugh, and you might not. But so a few years ago, we used to cruise a lot, and my wife would always get this long-term vertigo for weeks afterwards. And the first time it happened, she'd had vertigo to the point where the only time she was clear was actually when she was driving, right? But she would sit down like at her desk to work, and she would just tip over, just tip over. So I had to do a lot of research, and this is a really simple tool. I invite you to be in a place where it's okay if you do tip over, that you have a soft landing. But so we call it the Wonder Woman spin. And really it's, you go out. So imagine, I don't know if you were like me when I was a kid, the most fun thing was to spin and spin and spin and spin and spin until we fell over in the grass. It was just like this amazing force. Well, I cannot tell you how this works, but I can tell you it does work. Many people have recommended this, and it's really powerful. If you can't find anything else, well, don't even wait, right? Try it out. So you get yourself in a safe place. So maybe a carpeted room or out in the grass, someplace where your feet will be stable because you don't want to trip, where you have a clear path around you. And so you literally just open your arms out, just like Wonder Woman in the TV show from the 1980s. You spin and spin and spin, or like when you're a little kid. So you go round and round and round and round in one spot. And then when you feel like it's too much, you lay down flat on the grass or on the floor. And that will help reset the vertigo. Lay there as long as it takes for you to sort of stabilize yourself, and then stand up. Now you can do this again. I give it a little bit of time, right? It may take your body and your brain a little bit. Vertigo often comes because the water is imbalanced inside of our head, inside of our ears. Actually, I think is what it is, inside the channels in your ears. So try that. Let me know. Again, this is not medical advice. This is just the experience that I have had, and that some others that I've known have had in using this tool. Do this at your own. Be mindful of your own ability, right? Don't push yourself too far. Be very gentle with yourself. You don't need to spin forever, right? Just spin until like, woo, have something to stabilize you. Lay down on the ground, let it reset, and see what happens. So, and as with anything, don't do these things if it doesn't sound right or feel right to you. You take this on. We all have our own sovereignty, our own ability. We are liable and responsible for ourselves, and that is with anything that we do for our bodies, for our minds, for our souls. I use it as an experiment, and I hope that you find this beneficial. So take care of yourself and be well today.